Good morning and happy Tuesday. It's Jen from Polk County Public Libraries, and we are back with another alphabet story time. So this week we are doing the letter C. So I'm going to read you the book Cone Cat. This poor little cat has a cone around it, and it's also illustrated by an author who starts with the letter C, Carmen. So it's written by Sarah Howden and illustrated by Carmen Mock. And then Miss Amelia is going to read a book about clowns. She's going to read Baby Clown. And then we are going to sing Oh, MacDonald Had a Farm. Do you know what animal in that song starts with a C? It's a cow. Stay tuned. Cone Cat, written by Sarah Howden, illustrated by Carmen Monk. One day, Jeremy woke up at the vet's, and there was the cone. Like a giant white bell, it bent his whiskers, blocked his view, and bungled his super cat senses. I am Cone Cat now, he told himself. I will never be the same. As Jeremy, he'd been nimble and quick, and he'd prided himself on his sweet scent. Now he was knocking into door jambs and backing his way down the stairs with all the grace of a fat squirrel. He didn't smell so good either. Clearly the cone was winning. To take his mind off his problems, he tried to keep busy, hunting, redecorating, and hiding from Ava, the little human. But nothing could shake his feline funk until a change landed right in his lap. Well, his cone. Ava had been eating breakfast as usual, fruity oats and milk, his favorite. And as always, he jumped on the table to lap up the leftovers. But this time, his tongue couldn't reach the bottom of the bowl. Come on, Cone, he said, help me out. The cone didn't answer. Then something magical happened. Just as Cone Cat wilted like the saddest flower, the bowl tipped toward him. Milk and cereal poured into his mouth and into the cone too. He could save some for later. Could the cone be a friend after all? It got even better. That spider he was stalking, it didn't taste as good as he hoped. And the armchair unstuffing, not a tuft left behind. Plus, if he directed the cone just so, he could hear Ava coming before she'd even left her room. All of this led up to the greatest moment of Cone Cat's life, Ava's birthday party. Of course, a gathering of little humans can be a nightmare for a cat. But then came the cake, and with it, ice cream. Yes, the tall humans were serving ice cream in a big dollopy scoops. Strawberry sprinkle surprise flavor. The little humans all lined up with their bowls for the treat. Cone Cat drooled, inching his way closer. Was he seeing things, or did those bowls look familiar? As the little humans spooned the stuff into their mouths like so much catnip, he pressed himself up to the front of the line and... plop! Before they could realize their mistake, Cone Cat tiptoed off to a quiet place and gobbled down the ice cream, licking up every last drop. It was heaven, and it never would have happened without the cone. The next day, Cone Cat felt one of the tall humans scratching his neck. I hope they're not making you tighter, he thought. Eh, Cone? But suddenly it was off. His head was free again. Goodbye, he thought as the human whisked the cone away. Goodbye forever. Of course, he was happy to be back to his normal self, happy to be Jeremy again. But looking back, he wondered, will anything ever compare to my glory days with the cone? It didn't take him long to find out. Uh-oh. The end.
a farm, he had a pig. E-I-E-I-O, with an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had a duck. E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there. Here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack quack. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had a horse. E-I-E-I-o. With a neigh neigh here and a neigh neigh there. Here a neigh, there a neigh, everywhere a neigh neigh. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-o. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-o. And on the farm he had a sheep. E-I-E-I-o. With a ba-ba here and a ba-ba there. Here a ba, there a ba, everywhere a ba-ba. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-o.
Baby Clown by Cara LaRue, illustrated by Matthew Cordell. When Bofo and Frida Clown had a baby, everyone in the circus was over the moon. "A star is born," said the big boss, Mr. Dingling. "We'll call him Baby Clown." There was just one problem. Baby Clown was not a very happy baby. He cried all the time. "Wah, wah!" "Somebody better cheer up that baby," warned Mr. Dingling. "My clowns do not wear frowns." Bofo and Frida tried everything. They fed Baby Clown when he was hungry, and burped him when he was gassy, and changed his diaper when he was poopy, and rocked him when he was sleepy. But still, Baby Clown cried, "Wah! Wah!" The clowns tried juggling. They tried driving around in their tiny car. They tried making their silliest clown faces, but still Baby Clown cried, "Wah! Wah!" The clowns asked for help from other performers. The trapeze artist tried. Then the animals tried. Even the wire walker tried. But still Baby Clown cried, "Wah! Wah!" "Maybe he doesn't want to be a clown," said Bofo. But then he and Frida tried to remove Baby Clown's red nose and the jaunty hat and striped pants and big shoes. He even cried harder. "Wah!" "What's wrong with that baby?" asked Mr. Dingling. "There's no room for crying in my circus." "We've tried," said Bofo. "And we've tried," said Frida. "And we've tried, and we've tried, and we've tried," said the other performers. "Well, keep trying," said Mr. Dingling. "The show must go on." That night, the circus was sold out. The crowd thrilled to see the trapeze artist and the animals on parade and the death-defying high wire act. But Baby Clown was not thrilled. "Wah!" "Oh no," said Frida. "What should we do?" said Bofo. "The show must go on," Mr. Dingling said. He walked out to the center of the ring and shouted into his megaphone, "And now, the newest addition to the Dingling Circus, Baby Clown!" Everyone in the circus held their breath as everyone in the audience looked at Baby Clown. Then that's when Baby Clown had a full-blown meltdown. "Wah! Wah! Wah!" He wasn't a clown anymore, or even a baby. He was just a big, wide, loud mouth. "Wah!" But the audience didn't mind at all. They thought Baby Clown's meltdown was part of the act. In fact, they clapped louder than they had ever before. Hooray, they cheered! Hooray for Baby Clown! And what did Baby Clown do? For a moment, he stopped crying. As he looked around at the clapping, cheering crowd, his teary eyes grew wide. His lips trembled, his mouth opened, and then... Baby Clown giggled, clapping his hands, and then he made a very, very silly clown face. Everyone in the circus sighed. All he needed was applause, said Bofo. Now that's funny, said Frida. The clowns gave their baby a happy and relieved hug. Then the whole clown family gave the crowd their silliest clown faces, and the crowd gave them a well-deserved standing ovation. Hee hee hee, Baby Clown giggled again. Just as I thought, said Mr. Dingling. A star is born.